Boredom is really the enemy. When we feel boredom and we don't really are excited about anything, we begin to think about things that we can do to get this feeling of excitement. We as humans don't like to feel boredom. It's just as simple as that. We don't like to just stare at a wall, so we begin to think about ideas about what to do. Sadly, most of the time, we don't think about good habits. It's mostly unhealthy habits that we begin to cope about. Most likely you can relate to this. That when something feels boring, you will maybe begin to think about masturbation. Maybe you'll begin to think about eating, fast food. Maybe you'll be thinking about watching Netflix or watching some series. Maybe it's video games, it could be anything really. So your next question might be, then how can I fix this? Or what could I do instead? How can we get this feeling of boredom away? How I see it is that when you feel boredom, that's a sign you haven't been challenging yourself enough with your life. What I mean by this is that you have maybe already achieved something, a greater level, maybe in sport, maybe in school, and now there's not really anything to do. That's where you gotta take responsibility, make a goal, make something that you gotta work hard on, a new challenge. So for me, for example, it could be making more YouTube videos. If I get too bored, that means that I simply just have nothing to do. Think about it. You should pretty much always have some goal that you're working on. I don't believe that it's natural for us to just sit down and watch Netflix. Of course, many people will say that, it's to relax and it's fine to do that sometimes after a hard workout and all that. But I believe that we could come so much further if we just worked all the time. Of course, I don't mean 24/7. Of course, get your sleep, get your food and all this with your family, have some good quality time with your family. But I think that we should reduce our bad habits. Netflix again, masturbation, doing all of these things are not only energy consuming, but also time consuming. Think about if we were to go 20 years ahead of time and you keep doing what you're doing, would you think you would be grateful for your past self? I can already tell you, I wouldn't be grateful for my past self. And I already do lots of things. And this is something that I had to think about. Because right now, the thing that I'm grateful that I'm doing is going to the gym consistently. I'm eating the right amount of food. But honestly, I'm not happy with my YouTube right now. I haven't been working as hard on it as I were in the start. I don't feel the same drive. Now I do. And that's because I took the time to make goals for myself again. Remembering what my goals are. Why I'm doing this. So whenever you feel boredom, instead of seeing it as a negative sign of you having to go out like a little monkey and rip your dick apart, then think about it as something positive. You just need a change. You just need to change something, because that's what boredom tells us. It tells us that we aren't doing anything right now in our life. So have it as a sign that whenever you feel boredom, get a new challenge. Take a piece of paper. Think. Stop having all these distractions around you. Just sit down and let your brain think and just write down what comes to mind. For example, for me, it's table tennis. It's the gym. It's YouTube. I literally just have to think about whenever I want to do, watching some series. Because of course I'm human too. It's not like I don't do these things. Of course I do it as well. But I'm saying that I want to cut it out. Because I wouldn't be grateful in the future for me wasting 3 hours on some Netflix series that I forget about anyway in a week. I would be grateful if I worked hard on something. That's what I will be grateful for. But it's the hard thing to do. Of course it's hard, but we just have to do it. If you want the results of it, and if you're still watching this video, I know you want it. You want it bad, right? So always when you feel like you're bored, take a piece of paper, write down what are your current most important goals that you want to fulfill. And then write down what you could do to achieve those goals. And then you do those fucking goals. So again, for me, I want to help people. I literally want to get comments that says, you saved my life from killing myself. Those are the comments that I want. I want to save people. Because I know lots of people out there are having a rough time. Because I had myself. But then I found this path. I found it out that I shouldn't just blame my genetics. I can work on it. I know right now I look like a piece of shit. I've just been sleeping, so my hair is not looking that great. But I could improve my bone structure, you could say. My jawline I have improved. My physique I have improved. I feel better about myself. I cleared my skin from pimples. You can always do something. So take that fucking time to write down on a piece of paper. What can you do right now? Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow. Or maybe later.